So how Allah only can make Quran and Shaitan making Quran? Is that what kind of a comedy this comedy is? So Shaitan was misled by Allah. Allah is the real devil. Shaitan is a victim. In Christianity, no. In Christianity, Satan is a fallen angel. God did not mislead him, and God did not force him to be the Satan. In Islam, no. In Islam, Shaitan is a victim of the biggest Satan, Allah. I mean, do you need more proof, all of you? More clear that Allah is Satan than this? How many of you save the reference? How many of you save the reference? So in the future, if you have a Abdul arguing with you, how you can shut him up and say, hey, listen, I have a proof that your God himself is the source of evil and Shaitan is his victim. He is the real Satan. Chapter 15, verse number 39 is the proof. And this is the link. And this is the Muslim translation. Right? Anyone will use admins. Anyone will use a name of a Muslim, block him. Like Mimi, Hijab, Fifi, etc. Block him. You know, they are welcome to come, the real person, but those faker, we don't want them. So anyone who use a fake name, block him right away. Even if he's a Christian. Don't allow fakers. Satan tried to blame Allah. Okay, hold on, guys. Satan, he tried. Where it says he tried? I mean, what's wrong with you? Guys, does it say there Allah, he is saying that Shaitan, he tried to blame me? Or Allah, he agreed? Poor person. Very poor. Where in the verse it says Shaitan, he tried to blame Allah and Allah did not agree? Very silly. I feel sorry for him. Satan was arrogant? No. Actually, Satan was very humble. Read carefully. He says, I cannot, and I promise you, I will not mislead except those who don't follow you. And this is a very stupid statement, by the way. Because if Allah, this is the Quran talking, supposedly Allah. If Shaitan saying, I will mislead only those who they are not chosen by you, guided by you. But if they are not guided by Allah, already they are misleaded. What a stupid religion. Guys, do you see it? Can you believe it? If Shaitan, he promised, he will mislead only the one who is not Muslims. But I thought the one who is not a Muslim, already he is misled. So what do you do to him? And Allah, he agree. I mean, literally, this book is written by a certified idiot. He is a false prophet. Okay, no, don't tell me he's a false prophet. It says, who is the false prophet? Who is the false prophet? Name him for me. Who is the false prophet? You said he is the false prophet. Who? Because you say he's a false prophet. Who? I want you to say, Muhammad is a false prophet. Muhammad, the Muslim prophet, is a false prophet. Can we do that? Very simple, brother. Did he mention it? I didn't see it. Taqiyya time? It says here that he died in Monday and he was buried Wednesday at night. And then they continue here saying that they were fighting over his death. And then Al-Abbas, he said, bury your friend, which means Muhammad. He is a human and he stink as all human they stink. This is one of the reference. All right. So you can use Google Translation. And next time, for those who ask where we can find this, you see, that's mean you are not ready. As long you heard it, as long you know it. How come you don't have the reference for it? Because each time we say those things, we give the reference. You know what I mean? Each time we say those things, we give the reference. That's mean, now I will give you the link, you will open it, and you will close it, and you will not save it. So later you will ask me again. And that will be just a waste of time for us. So you can go and use Google Translation. This is Sunan al-Darimi, or Darmi, potato, and is giving you very important reference about Muhammad being a liar. Because Muhammad, remember, he says that we as a prophet, our body will not decay. Our body will not decay. And then this is why they did not bury him, because he said his body will not decay. They thought he is telling the truth. No, here we can say, you see, if they want to say it doesn't say that because it's in Arabic, we can use Google Translation in front of your eyes. Here we go. You click here, choose a Google Translation. Let us see, Google Translation. Translate to English. All right. Here it says, let us see where Al-Abbasi talk. Look at the translation. No comment. Where is Al-Abbas? Hold on. Yeah, translation is coming horrible. I don't know what happened to this translation. Okay, it says, like you say, are not loved one on God to look for dirt, that the Messenger of Allah upon him has died, and even left his we approach clear. Fahil What happened to this translation? Let us use different method. Hold on. I will use different method, because for some reason translation is coming really horrible. We will open Google Translation and we will copy the text by itself. Google Translate. And by the way, we are not done with the what his name, Sharia Ali. We will continue later. But what we can do, so we copy the text here, we go down. All right. فقام العباس فقال إن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قد مات وإنه لبشر وإنه يأسن كما يأسن البشر. Oh people, go and bury your friend. Okay, so he is a human and he stinks the same as all humans stink. So now we copy this and we will go to Google Translation. Here, copy, paste. Arabic. All right. Abbas, he said, the messenger of Allah had died. And Jason and Jason. Jason, what Jason mean? I don't know. So supposedly he should say, and he stink as all a human being they stink, so bury him. I don't know what this translation here is really saying. Let us see. Yeah, this is very funny translation. Yeah, I don't know why it's coming like this. But anyway, anyone who speaks Arabic, he can see it. It says, يَأْسَنُ كَمَا يَأْسُنُ الْبَشَرُ. He stink. Actually, you can take it to the dictionary and you can see the words one by one. All right? Jason. Oh boy. Jason and Jason. Okay, look like even Google was screwed up by the words of Muhammad. Nobody knows what Google saying. No one knows what it's meant save Allah. We will follow your advice. Here we go. So يأسن كما يأسن البشر. All right. And then we go to Google. Let us see if Jason and Jason is going to appear. Miserable as miserable a human. The guy was saying Muhammad is miserable as a miserable human. Hey, brothers and sisters, the Prophet is miserable as miserable a human. No, it says he stink as all a human they stink. But at least now Jason disappear. For thank God, the word Jason is not. What happened to Google? I mean, how Jason now became miserable? So no, for sure the guy is not saying the Prophet is miserable as miserable a human. He is saying he stink. Yasan. You know. Let us do this. Hold on. There is a dictionary, Arabic English dictionary. Maybe I can use it. I will try to find it in different website then. But here it says فتربصوا حتى ربى بطنه. So they waited until the Prophet, his belly, his stomach became so big, like a pregnant woman. So Abu Bakr, he says, the one who used to worship Muhammad, well, Muhammad, he died. And the one who worship Allah, Allah is alive, he don't die. Because here the Muslims, they became in chaos. Muhammad, he told them that his body will not decay. He promised that, and this is authentic. And then, less than 3 days after, Muhammad, his skin turning to different color, his stink, and his belly, his stomach is full of fart. And then when the fart became too much, or the gas became too much in the belly, then that stomach will start releasing the fart because there's no more space, which means the dead body will start releasing this bad smell. Let me see if I can find a website, a link I can post, because this link here have Arabic word. Let us see. This one have Arabic words too. See the problem here? If you look with me, in the top there's Arabic words in the link. So now the only way I can do it for you, I will take it and I will try to shorten the link. Okay, and let us see if it's going to work. Because when you post a link have Arabic words, Google will not accept. All right, I will post the link for you. Tell me, guys, if it's working. So you will find that you can count with me how many lines you see in the screen. 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right? So you can translate it from the 9 or, yeah, from the 9 here. فقال فتربصوا حتى ربى بطنه. تربصوا mean they waited until his stomach became so big, full of fart. This is the end of Muhammad, full of fart. You know? And I changed any Muslim to say to me, I'm lying. You see, this is the book of At-Tabaqat al-Kubra. Do you remember the sheikh who he claimed to be a sheikh? He called me, he says, read At-Tabaqat al-Kubra here. This is the Tabaqat al-Kubra. Tabaqat al-Kubra, Muhammad ibn Sa'd, volume number 2, page number 271. Fair and square. They cannot say we are making things up. This is their books, respected books. And those books are written by Muslims. You know, and it's not translated. I don't know if this book is translated or not yet. I wish. You can click at Google. I don't know how Google translation will come. Because there's some Arabic words here are very difficult for software to translate, maybe. The page could not be translated. Should I try again? Let us try again. Okay. So here it says, so they waited. The Prophet, he was arrested. I mean, translation of Google is really horrible. The Prophet was arrested. The guy is dead. He was arrested by the Taliban. No, it doesn't say he was arrested. It says he stink. His belly full of fart. قَدْ رَبَى بَطْنَهُ. So translation of Google again is not really a good translation. But what we can do, you know? Yeah. Garbage in, garbage out. Kamal, you see, you are in the wrong place. Don't come here again. You claim to be a Hindu. You don't dare to call me. And you are stupid. And you are here coming to call people names and curse them. Don't come here. Fake Hindu. So, you see, this is why I don't like those questions, because they take us away from our topic. So next time, anyone will do that, I will block you. Don't ask a question unless we finish the topic and we say, who have a question? Is that fair, guys? Because look what we were talking about, and now we spend maybe 20 minutes or maybe more just to answer this question about Muhammad, his stink. So what benefit that will do us? We have videos talking about it. Go watch it. And now after posting those links, did you get any benefit? No, because you cannot read them and you will not save them. Anyway, so I want to say, guys, thank you for being here, and I hope today we have enough for Shabir Ali. For sure we will continue with him, because this is the best comedy to show you how Muslims, they say things totally contradicting what their religion teach. And remember, someone like Shabir Ali, he claimed to be a sheikh. He waited until I wrote all my books and I demolished Islam by thousands and thousands of videos, and then he will kill me. Allahu Akbar. Allah killed him. Hey brother, who killed the Prophet Muhammad? Allah? I love it. Who made the Prophet Muhammad stink? Allah? Man, the stinky Prophet was stinky by the permission of Allah? What kind of God this God is? I mean, come on, can't you put him in the refrigerator? You're Allah. He could not stop the nature. When Muhammad, he says our body will not decay, couldn't Allah protect his prophet from being exposed with his lies, at least for 3 days? But guess what? The Muslims, they did not bury Muhammad for 3 days because they thought he is the same as Jesus. They believed the coward, and then he stink. He stink. the stinky Muhammad. And here we expose the stinky Muhammad and all the stinkies who try to defend his lies. They stink with their lies. And this is why they run away from debating us. So I want to say thank you. May the Lord bless you. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for those who support us in Patreon too. We appreciate your help. And remember, we are giving our books for free. And the purpose of giving the books for free, not because we are rich, we are absolutely am not, but because it's way more important to give and save millions from making pennies or making a lot of money. It's way more important to give our books for free. And he's not like just a guy in YouTube supposedly. You see, he grow a beard, he shave his mustache, and maybe many of you do not know that this is what Muhammad he used to do. He shave his mustache, he grow his beard, and that will make you look like the devil. I mean, it's very ugly. Look at it. I mean, what is this? What is that? And what the point of this beard? I don't know. It looked like a fish or a goat grow something, and it's not nice. So, and what the point of this beard anyway? You know, what exactly trying to prove to us? He's knowledgeable. He is someone. I don't know. So, and the funny is, the Muslims, they say that it is haram to change the way Allah He made you look like. It is haram. It is act of the devil to change the way Allah made you look like. So why you shave your hair? And why you shave your mustache? And why you do circumcision? Your prophet, he said something truthful about you as a Muslim girl, not about non-Muslim girls. He said, Naqisatu aqlin wa deen. Your prophet, he claimed that you are half a brain. And because you are half a brain, you will go to hell. And because you are half a brain, the majority of you are the inhabitants of. And the question is, as long as Muslim men are brave, where are they? If we go in the war, you disappear and you run. If we go in peace, you disappear and you run. If we say we want to debate you in the internet, you disappear and you run. And then you claim that we are running away from you? Me, myself, I was in the American army. Where you been? We go to Iraq, Saddam Hussein, he hide under the pillow, in the basement. We go to Afghanistan, Osama bin Laden, he hide between the goats. We go to Syria, ISIS leader, he hide between goats and zucchini. And then our dogs get him. Where is the Muslim man? The terrorists, the scary ones. They attack women, they attack civilians, they attack kids. When our real men come to you, you run. But look what your prophet he said about you, Sarah. Naqisatu aqlin wa deen. He said, oh women, the majority of you will go to hell. The majority of women in Islam, they will go to hell. Read carefully. You should give a charity. Huh? Okay, Prophet, why? Because the majority of you, because I have seen you, that the door of the hell are the majority women. Do you see it? This is you. Allah promotes masculinity, while Christian promotes femininity. Okay, let us talk about this. You see, I was going to leave. This is, by the way, this is Al-Amin. He changed his name and he came as a female. This is the same person, but I will use his comment for the benefit. As long as you are saying this, if this is true, how come we have real men, you don't? Is it a real man is the one who beat his wife? The answer, no. Only cowards. Men who they cannot fight with men out, they go and they take their stress from outside and they beat their wives. That is Muslim men. True or not? True or not? A real man, he will never beat a woman. A real Muslim man, he beat a woman. It's an order in the Quran. So Islam teaches the opposite. Secondly, you're a prophet, he put eyeliner 3 times a day. Why? He want to be pretty. You're a prophet, he dye his hair. What hair? he want to be blonde. He want to be blondie. You're a prophet, he piss like a woman, and you're a prophet, he wear women clothes, and you are talking about feminine? And not only that, you're a prophet, he enjoy kissing men and men kissing him down his belly. Show me how Christianity encourage us to be feminine. Challenge you. Where? How? Huh? Is that your prophet talking about how a man was kissing him down his belly? Is that a feminine man or a man? Is that a tradition in Islam that a man, he kiss a man down his belly, and the other man, he lift up his t-shirt and they get naked and they start touching each other? And the other guy, he says to him, don't stop, this is how I like it? Who is the feminine? Huh? Isn't it your prophet, he says, I never received revelation unless I am in the clothes of Aisha? Who is the feminine? And hold on, what is the punishment of somebody he is a gay in Islam? Read carefully. A homosexual imam, he was leading a prayer in the time of the Caliphate, Abu Bakr. The Muslims, they came to the Caliphate and they said, he is tempting us. He's what? He is tempting us. Let me show you the hadith. Here we go. Sahih al-Bukhari. So don't tell me this is a weak hadith. I went to Uthman ibn Affan while he was besigned, which means he became the Caliphate. I said to him, you are the chief of the Muslims in general, and you see what fell into you. We led by a salat, a prayer of a leader of al-fitna, trials, affliction, etc. And we are afraid of being sinful in following him. Okay, what does that mean? I mean, what fitna? What is that? What happened? He's talking about what exactly? What the problem with this sheikh? The sheikh who is leading the prayer, Sheikh Uthman. Huh? What happened? In following him, Uthman, he said, as-salat, the prayer is the best of the deeds. So when the people do good deeds, do the same. With them, when the bad deeds, when they do bad deeds, avoid it. Okay, sound good. Az-Zuhri, he said, in my opinion, listen carefully, in my opinion, one should not offer salat behind a feminine person. Are you there, Al-Amin, who became Sarah? He changed his gender. Are you there? Who is the one encouraging effeminate? Are you there? Block this coward, Al-Amin, who changed his gender to Sarah. You think if he changed his gender, we will not know it is him. So the one who supports such a thing is Islam. And here the Caliphate is saying that, so what if he is homosexual? Pray behind him. And not only that, here you must ask yourself, the hypocrite who can complain. It says here that this person is a feminine man, right? Okay. So why they are tempted? Anyone can tell me? Al-fitna, trial, affliction, etc. So if they, they are tempted by the ass of a homosexual, that's mean the one is complaining he is a homosexual too. Correct? The guy is afraid that the believers will be tempted. Okay, how? And she is a girl wearing short skirt? No, it's a guy. So how the believers will be tempted by a gay? Unless all of them they are gays. Do you see the hypocrisy of this religion? Do you see the stupidity? All of them they are. Actually, if you have my book, Sex and Allah, you will die laughing. The whole tribe of Muhammad is homosexual. A real man will not be tempted if a man bend over in front of him. I mean, how in the world that will happen? Unless the one behind, he himself is the gay. This is why they don't dare to talk to me. They don't dare to debate me. Oh, are you sure you had your face? Without showing my face, you are doing poo-poo in your panty. So what if I show my face? I will scare the hell of you. Cowards. I'm surprised, actually. You did not say why you don't show your bum. Because look like you're interested in the bum, not in the face. Yeah, what about Dahi al-Kalbi? The boyfriend of Muhammad. Allah, he sent Jibreel in the look of Dahi al-Kalbi. Why? Because Dahi al-Kalbi is all the night with Muhammad. So Muhammad, how he can explain to his wives that how this guy, he keep coming and spending the night with him? He said to him, hey, this is Jibreel. Jibreel, he took the look of Dahi al-Kalbi. Why? He is out of look? How good looking he is. Oh boy. Anyway, don't forget to download the video. As you know, we don't keep them for long, and soon we will announce to you when we have our channel about the Bible, so you can join us. And what happened to the channel Quality of Life? Nothing. We talk about many topics. I don't know, there's not more to talk. I think there's more important things in life, more than stuff we talk about here. I believed that fighting the cult of Islam is more important. We did our part there. And if you notice, just to let you know, I mean, you keep asking what happened to that one. We open there, we have like 300 people go there. Why? We open here, we have 2,000 people here. Why? So don't complain. Obviously here it's more needed. And I believe teaching the Bible is way more important than, you know, personal questions. So I want to say thank you guys for being here, and don't forget, always your support is good. And the best way to support what we do is downloading our videos, adding subtitles to your language. You can make them shorts, share them with Muslims in different, you know, different countries, different languages. Let them see how stupid this cult is. Take reference, take notes, because time will come and Christian Prince will not appear in YouTube no more. Why? Because simply I might die. I mean, it's normal, isn't it? All of us, we will die. And then the Muslim, they will claim victory, by the way. Allahu Akbar, Allah killed him. Brother, did he? Don't you think it's too late? I mean, this Allah, he waited until I wrote all my books. And I demolished Islam by thousands and thousands of videos. And then he will kill me? Allahu Akbar. Allah killed him. Hey, brother, who killed the Prophet Muhammad? Allah? I love it. Who made the Prophet Muhammad stink? Allah? Man, the stinky Prophet was stinky by the permission of Allah? What kind of God this God is? I mean, come on, can't you put him in the refrigerator? You're Allah. He could not stop the nature. When Muhammad says our body will not decay, couldn't Allah protect his prophet from being exposed with his lies, at least for 3 days? But guess what? The Muslims, they did not bury Muhammad for 3 days because they thought he is the same as Jesus. They believed the coward, and then he stink. He stink, the stinky Muhammad. And here we expose the stinky Muhammad and all the stinkies who try to defend his lies. They stink with their lies. And this is why they run away from debating us. So I want to say thank you. May the Lord bless you. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for those who support us in Patreon too. We appreciate your help. And remember, we are giving our books for free. And the purpose of giving the books for free, not because we are rich, we are absolutely am not, but because it's way more important to give and save millions from making pennies or making a lot of money. It's way more important to give our books for free. And